Most career advice on finding purpose will ask questions that will open up more options. What are your strengths, values, passions? But if you're already confused about your purpose, more options will only leave you feeling more confused. I saw this pattern show up across over 100 high-achieving professionals seeking more career fulfillment. And the thing that separated those who found their sense of purpose versus those who didn't was simple. Purpose arrives when you can narrow down your options to just one signal that you trust. So in this video, I'm going to show you what creates clarity out of confusion, why the career fulfillment questions you're asking are confusing by design, and the upgraded versions of those questions, which will actually help you find your purpose. All right, let's get into it. So the first thing we need to understand is this. What is making you feel confused in the first place? And really, confusion just boils down to one dynamic. You have too many options without a strong enough signal to know which of those options to move forward with. It would be like visiting a new city and trying to decide which restaurant to eat at for lunch. You have all these recommendations on the internet, all these 5-star reviews, but how do you know which one to choose? That's confusion. Too many options, not enough signal. And now clarity is the opposite. You have fewer options, but a stronger signal telling you what to choose. Going back to the restaurant analogy, the equivalent example would be a local guide coming up to you and saying, I don't care what the online reviews say, you absolutely have to go to this taco shop. At this point, you would feel clarity. You can stop considering all these other options and just trust that this taco shop is where you need to go. And so when you look at confusion and clarity through this lens, you realize that they are just end states of how many options are available to you and how strong is the signal that is cutting through. And we can plot this relationship onto a spectrum. And once we do that, we can see that signal strength is often the inverse of optionality. This is what I call the signal to optionality dynamic. And now that you understand this dynamic, we can help you get clarity on your purpose by eliminating options and strengthening signal. But unfortunately, this is where most career fulfillment questions go wrong. So for this video, I'm going to go with the 4 most common questions I see around career fulfillment. What is your purpose? What are your strengths? What gives you energy? What world problems do you feel passionate about solving? Now, quick test. Do you see what all 4 of those questions have in common? I'll give you a second to think about it. All right, the answer is this. They all create more options, not more signal. And as a result, you will feel more confused. You see, these 4 questions are what psychologists would call divergent questions. Questions where the intended outcome is to get you to think outside the box. Except you don't need to think outside the box right now. You want to know what shape your box is. And look, divergent questions are very useful when you're at the very beginning of a problem. That's why we often use them for corporate workshops or startup ideation sessions. So yeah, if you're trying to find your purpose for the very first time in your life, then sure, they can be very helpful. It's just that you probably aren't. You've probably been thinking about what your purpose is for many, many years. At this point, you don't need more options, and therefore divergent questions aren't right for you because you're not at the start of trying to solve this problem. Okay, so if these kinds of questions are divergent questions and they're not the right kinds of questions to ask, then what kinds of questions should we ask instead? Well, it's the opposite. It's what psychologists would call convergent questions. Instead of opening up more options, convergent questions give you one signal to follow. And that's exactly the kind of thinking you need right now to get clarity on your purpose. And so over the hundreds of coaching sessions that I've now run, I've found that 4 convergent questions seem to work over and over again. And now I'd like to share them with you. They also happen to be reframes of the 4 divergent questions that I shared before. So hopefully it will make it easier to follow. Let's start with question number 1. Instead of asking, what is my purpose? Try asking, what makes me feel alive? What makes this question so effective is it's no longer giving you more options, but rather giving you one trusted signal that you can always follow. And that signal is the feeling of aliveness. And now everyone registers this signal in slightly different ways. One of my clients feels this as a pull in their chest. Another one of my clients feels this as a looseness in their muscles. But now how can you translate the signal into clarity? Well, just to run a practical example, if you take the options that those divergent questions generated for you in the past, imagine yourself living out each one of those paths. And then just ask yourself, which one of these imagined scenarios makes me feel the most intense feeling of that feeling of aliveness? And through that process, you're eliminating options and strengthening your signal. By the way, if you found that question effective, it's actually one of 100 journaling prompts that I've collected over the last 10 years of journaling. It includes both convergent questions and divergent questions, but the idea is to get a good mix to help you reconnect to yourself. If you'd like a free copy, there's a download link in the description below. But back to the video and moving on to question number 2. Instead of asking, what are your strengths? Try asking, what do I find surprising that others seem to find difficult to do? All right, that was a bit of a mouthful, but what I'm trying to get to is this signal, the feeling of effortlessness. So if you find it weird that other people seem to struggle to keep their house clean, that's not normal. If you find it weird that other people seem to struggle to start conversations with strangers, that's not normal. What's effortless to you is not effortless to them. And so this feeling of effortlessness really is that kind of light flow state feeling where you're just being in your natural state. So for one of my clients, she finds it really easy to start conversations with strangers on the internet. Now, this isn't normal. A lot of people would find this really exhausting. And so now she's exploring what a career might look like in recruiting. And so here's what makes this particular question so effective. Rather than focusing on all the things that you could be good at, you just focus on the ones that are unique to you. And it's in these unique options where clarity gets created. All right, moving on to question number 3. Instead of asking what gives me energy, try asking what feels like play to me but looks like work to others. Whatever it is that you enjoy doing, you don't have to be asked to do it because you feel a natural pull towards it. And that's the signal that we're working towards, the feel of being drawn to something. So in my own example, I really enjoy having emotionally intense conversations. That's why I don't mind waking up early for my coaching calls or doing them late at night, because to me, it really doesn't feel like work at all. And it's this same pattern which has shown up in the fact that I've been journaling for well over 10 years and the fact that I was showing up to therapy every 2 weeks, even though I didn't have any problems. Exploring emotions just seems to be something that I'm naturally drawn to. And so that's what I'm betting my purpose on. And so far, it seems to be right. All right, finally, we have question number 4. Instead of asking, what world problem do I want to solve? Try asking, what would 50-year-old me not regret? The signal that you're working with here is the feeling of conviction, that feeling when every bone in your body just seems to agree. And this came to me as a bit of a shock because having worked at McKinsey, I thought my purpose would be much more grandiose and ambitious. But it really just didn't turn out to be the case. Right now, I change lives one at a time, one coaching conversation after another. And I'm okay with that because I know that 50-year-old me would never regret it. And the same goes for my coaching clients. When they're making a tough decision, this imagined exercise of their 50-year-old self always seems to work. There's just something about pulling yourself into this imagined future state that stops you from being able to hide from anything. And so there you have it. Whenever you're feeling confused about what your purpose is, it's because you have too many options and not enough signal. And so you need to stop asking divergent questions and start asking convergent questions. And of course, the reverse is true. If you don't have enough options, then divergent questions can be very helpful. Again, the key here is to strike a balance. And just remember, if you need more of the other kind of question, my 100 journal prompts will have many of both. So make sure you go check it out. But alternatively, I've made deep dive videos on questions 1 and 2. So for question 1, check out this video to figure out what makes you feel alive. And for question 2, check out this video to figure out what comes effortlessly to you. Hopefully I'll see you there. Peace.